Starting with this guy, Gary Hoy. Gary Hoy was a Toronto-based lawyer, and like many lawyers, he wanted to impress people. But Gary didn't just impress with his legal knowledge. No, he had a special party trick. His go-to stunt was throwing himself against the windows of his office on the 24th floor, just to prove how unbreakable they were. And for a while, he was right. Every time he smashed into the glass, it stood firm. No cracks, no shattering, just solid, unbreakable windows. But here's the thing. Unbreakable glass is only helpful if the frame holding it in place is also sturdy. On July 9th, 1993, Gary decided to do his stunt again. In front of a group of new clients, he charged at the window full force, and once again, the glass held up. Victory, right? Not quite, because this time, instead of the glass breaking, the entire window frame popped out of the building. Gary Hoy, a man who had complete faith in architectural engineering, went flying out of his office and fell 24 stories to his death. His stunned colleagues were horrified. The clients were traumatized for life. Similarly, Vallandigham was a defense attorney working on a murder case. His client was accused of shooting a man in a bar fight. But Vallandigham had a different theory. The guy had shot himself by accident. Now, a normal lawyer would use witness testimonies, forensic evidence, and legal arguments to make their case. Vallandigham, nah. He decided to go for the most dramatic possible demonstration. In the middle of court, he picked up a gun to show how the victim might have accidentally shot himself. But here's the issue. Vallandigham, in all his legal brilliance, forgot to check if the gun was loaded. So, while reenacting the supposed accident, he pulled the trigger and immediately shot himself in the stomach. The courtroom went silent. People rushed to help him, but there was no saving him. Clement Vallandigham had just won his case by proving his own point in the worst possible way. The good news? His client was acquitted. The bad news? Vallandigham didn't live to celebrate his legal victory. Then there's Wang Hu, the man who wanted to be the world's first astronaut and blew himself up instead. Possibly the dumbest human alive. Wang Hu was a Chinese official in the 1500s, and he had a big dream. He wanted to fly to space. Unfortunately, this was long before rockets, space programs, or even basic aerodynamics. But did Wang let science stop him? Absolutely not. His genius plan? He would strap 47 gunpowder-filled rockets to a wooden chair, sit in it, and have his assistants light them all at the same time. Let's take a moment to appreciate just how little thought went into this. Where was he planning to steer this thing? How did he expect to land? Did he even consider the fact that gunpowder explodes? Apparently not. So, his loyal assistants lit the fuses, and for a brief moment, Wang Hu was probably thinking, "This is it! I'm about to make history." And he did. Just not in the way he expected, because the moment the fuses burned down, there was a massive explosion. Smoke, fire, absolute chaos. And when the dust settled, Wang Hu and his chair were completely gone. Did he fly? Technically, yes. Did he land? Well, not exactly. Wang Hu's experiment was such a spectacular failure that he was later nicknamed the first astronaut. Not because he actually made it to space, but because he vanished into thin air. So next time you think you're stupid, just think of these idiots.